If you're suffering from back pain, if you're frustrated and you're trying to figure out a solution, something that works long term, there's a very good chance that I can help you. Back pain is a huge problem. It's the #1 cause of work-related disability all around the world. And it's estimated that 80% of people at some point in their life will have a major back pain issue. Now, some of those people end up in hospitals and with surgeries, but most of them are people like you and me with subclinical pain that completely screws up the quality of their life. And it's really frustrating because you're not sure what's causing it. You're not sure what the solution is. And I want to let you know a couple of things. First of all, you're not alone. And second of all, it's not your fault. When you start to look out there for information, the pop health information is confusing, it's conflicting, and it's very hard to know who to trust. I'd like to share with you today what I've discovered, what's worked for me, what's worked for thousands of my students all around the world. And it really boils down to one big understanding, and that is that we sit too much. And what I mean by that is at home, at the office, in the car, on the couch, we're sitting like 10 to 12 hours per day, and this creates 3 massive problems that I'll share with you right now. The first one is loss of strength, and I'm talking about core strength here. You've probably heard the phrase that if you don't use it, you'll lose it. And this is more true than anything with muscle. You see, muscle is a metabolic hog, and what that means is it uses tons of your body's resources. So if you're not actively using your core strength, it disappears in a matter of weeks. It goes really quickly. The second thing is loss of flexibility. I'm talking about the big areas here, your hips, hamstrings, lower back, and shoulders. When you start to lose that flexibility, you have upstream and downstream pressure points that are just not natural. The last one, now this one takes a little bit longer, but it's called muscle imbalances. You spend so much time sitting that your body becomes really cozy, really comfortable in that shape, sitting down and lying down. But as soon as you do something dynamic, you pick up a box, you throw a kid up on your shoulders, suddenly you feel weak and wobbly, and all 3 of these combined, the lack of strength, lack of flexibility, and these muscle imbalances, it's kind of a perfect storm for injury, a perfect storm for back pain. To make things worse, it often hits right when you start doing something new. Like you go to the gym, you're on an exercise kick, and then suddenly, wham, you're right back on the couch, and the vicious cycle continues. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You go ask a yoga teacher, for sure they'll give you like 3 yoga poses, 3 stretches that are supposed to fix it, right? You go to a personal trainer, I can almost guarantee you they'll give you 3 resistance training, 3 lifting exercises that are supposed to fix it. If you've ever been to like a physical therapist, they'll have you standing on a Bosu ball doing some balancing stuff. And the question is, who's right? And the answer is actually all 3 of them are right. We need strength, we need flexibility, and we need balance. We need all 3 of these. We actually need these every single day. My name's Lucas, by the way. I'm a yoga teacher. I'm a teacher trainer, but I had a major back pain problem myself, and I couldn't get out of bed. And no, I wasn't doing extreme sports. I wasn't doing deadlifts or wakeboarding or anything crazy. I was just doing my normal life, but I was really stressed out. I was burning the candle at both ends, working too much, sleeping too little, and then wham, one Tuesday morning, I just could barely get out of bed, could barely turn my head, ended up in the doctor's office. He gave me painkillers, muscle relaxants in 5 days. He said, in 5 days, it'll be fine. It took about 6 months. It was a really long journey. The upside is I learned a lot along the way. You might not know this, but I'm a top health podcaster. For over a decade now, I've been interviewing experts all around the world. So I've been gathering lots of research from medical doctors, chiropractors, osteopaths, and alternative health practitioners. So I have stacks and stacks and stacks of research to back up my experience. Now, I know you're not excited about reading through piles and piles of research. What you're excited about are results. For that reason, I'd like to invite you to my 21-day Happy Back Challenge. It's designed for all levels, including brand new beginners. Bigger bodies welcome, injuries welcome. We have modifications for all different types. At the end of this challenge, what you should expect is increased strength. And yes, I'm talking about core strength, so you have support for your spine. The second thing is increased flexibility, those key areas, hips, hamstrings, shoulders, and lower back. Increase muscle balance, so you're not just stable when you're feeling good when you're sitting down and lying down, but you're also stable and feeling good when you're doing dynamic stuff, turning, twisting, lifting, and moving. And really our goal here, our objective, is to increase your quality of life so you can get back to the active lifestyle that you miss, that you enjoy, that you'll want to return to. Let me be clear, I would never claim to have a magic pill or a panacea for back pain. That doesn't exist. But what I do have is a science-based, evidence-based, three-pronged approach to strength, balance, and flexibility that will help anyone working on self-care for their spine move in the right direction. Here's how it works. This is a live online program. I go live every day for 15 minutes of corrective exercises, strength, flexibility, balance. Every day we'll work on all three areas to help to regain the health and vitality of your spine. Right after our live session, I do a live Q&A where I answer each and every question so that you can get the help that you need. Lastly, we have an amazing chat group. It goes live 24/7 during our entire challenge, where you can connect with hundreds of students all around the world, share photos, share research, answer questions, and connect with other people. To date, about 5,000 people have been through this program. They've gotten really great results. I'd encourage you to read their stories down below. If you've gotten to a place where right now you know you need to do something about your back pain, you need a self-care routine that is manageable, practical, evidence-based, and is really going to make a difference, I'd love to invite you to join the 21-Day Happy Back Challenge. Scroll down for details. I hope to see you in class.